If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. Okay, so look, the other day, Lil Tecca and 24kGoldn dropped a new song called Prada. And this is the first release that we have from 24kGoldn ever since he dropped his album, El Diablo, I think it was called, back in March, I believe. And that album was actually something that I was quite excited about leading up to it, because 24kGoldn had released, of course, amazing singles leading up to it, namely, Mood, which was a big hit on TikTok and wherever. We also had that DaBaby track, Coco, which I thought was actually pretty cool, and we also had a couple of snippets, the one with Future, for example, that were sounding all like hits. But then the album came along, and I mean, the songs were pretty good, but it was just really generic. It also didn't really perform well when it came to sales and stuff like that. The singles that were released before the album dropped to promote the album were still the songs doing the best. Mood, of course, being insane in numbers, Coco doing quite well, then we had that 321 single as well that I just forgot to mention, and then the track with Future, Company it was called, that was teased before the release as kind of like the tastemaker for the album. Those tracks were doing pretty well, but the rest of them just never surpassed like 1 million streams even on Spotify for the longest time. And that, of course, made me question as to, if 24kGoldn is an industry plant, if all the hype he's been getting for Mood has just been a one-time thing. We also, we saw him release some really good tracks before that, City of Angels, Valentino, stuff like that, but now it just seemed like his career had been falling off quite a bit. And so this new track with Lil Tecca is him again trying to search a hit. It's all the formulas, we have like a pretty, bright type of beat that is made for some TikTok dances and for people to party to. We have him on there, and then like another popping artist, Lil Tecca. We had Ian Dior on Mood. He's going for the same, formula again on this one. The lyrics and the content of it is pretty surface scratching. Also, he's not really showcasing a lot of skill on here in terms of songwriting or even vocal performance, but so far the song is actually looking to perform pretty well. It also had a music video to it, which was quite fun but nothing special, but it did like 500,000 in not even a day. So I think that this song will do pretty well, also considering that of course this is gonna have a big TikTok boost and big social media boost, because that is of course what 24kGoldn is known for. But to me, that is kind of sad. Now, my opinion on all this. I'm not really a fan of artists just trying to flood the market, hoping that one song catches on with like a TikTok community and for that to then take off. I rather like it when artists take their time with their projects and really make it their own vision of what they, set out to do with the record. And of course, 24kGoldn didn't do that with El Diablo. He was riding high off the success of Mood and all, the money and the recognition he's been getting through that, and thought he could just reproduce this thing to make another hit. Didn't really work out like that. None of the other songs started popping off like that. Only the single ones did, but not on a level of like Mood, because that is still insane to me how well that song is doing and how much traffic that song got. So obviously he was trying to reproduce it, didn't really work out. So now he's back here trying to recreate this thing, not on an album but on a new track again. It's looking like it's working so far. Also, when you scroll through the comments under the music video, for example, everyone's on there like saying, yo, this is a hit, this would be like the song of the year and stuff like that, which I really don't believe. I think this song is also just gonna, be one of many that came and went, but he's really trying to get people hyped up for this to recreate that, which, as I said, to me is kind of sad, because when that is the only thing you're trying to do do in your music career to chase hit after hit, you're not going to have any longevity in the game. And I think that's the thing that's going to happen with 24kGoldn in about 2 years. Nobody will really care about what he did. You know, they'll be like, oh, the guy from Mood, and then after that he's going to do a couple of features, get paid for some of them on poppin' artists' new albums, and they want to have like a 24kGoldn feature on there because he once did that big song, remember? And that's how it's going to play out for the rest of his career. So unless he's able to now come back again with a new album that proves that he's not just trying to chase that hit, but actually wants to leave a legacy and leave some work and art for the world after him, then I think he's gonna just be brushed off as a, you know, as like a 2 to 3 hit wonder, if that's a thing, that we're not going to remember in a couple of years. And that would be sad. I do like some of his songs. I do think that they are a certain vibe, that they are like that good, you know, feel good music. I think Lil Tecca also does a lot of this, but Tecca, on the other hand, has really built a fan base that is going to support him no matter what, and that's also reflected in the numbers, in the streams that he's getting on his music, and that is the difference between the two. I think that Tecca really chose a good route with always sticking to his sound no matter what was popping at the moment. He had a big song, didn't really change his style after that. Of course, he did try to, you know, make another hit, for example, on Virgo World, but now, you know, We Love You Tecca 2 is another great example of his fan base just loving the stuff that he does, and they're gonna keep supporting him no matter what. So shout out Tecca for building that fan base and building that longevity in his career, while on the other hand, I think 24kGoldn got too big too fast. Before City of Angels, for example, nobody was really messing with him, and then after that he didn't really succeed in making people stick around to listen to his music and build a connection with it. Then Mood dropped, everyone was listening to it because we remembered him from City of Angels, so we were playing that stuff. But now after that, now that he's not dropping the hits that people want and is too busy trying to make the music that caters to the masses, he's really lost the chance of building a fan base and will lose out on a lot of opportunities that come along and would help him to build some, as I said, legacy and longevity in the game. So for me, 24kGoldn, this new song is just another sign that he's still out there desperately trying to chase a hit, desperately thinking that he's still on top of his game, while that was maybe like, you know, a couple of months ago, maybe a year ago when Mood dropped, and after that, nobody really cared about it again. So that's my take on this. Shout out Lil Tecca for being on this new song. He had a great part, and he's built a fan base that is going to support him no matter what. Well, I think that will be the downfall of 24kGoldn. That's just my opinion, of course. Now I want to know what you think about this. Did you like this new track, Prada, 24kGoldn, Lil Tecca? What did you think of the stuff that I just mentioned about him falling off after his latest album and Mood being the peak of his career and him just trying to chase a hit nowadays to recreate that same wave and that same feeling? Let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media and blog down in the description. It really helps me out. Until the next one, y'all have an incredible day, and y'all take care.